Hello everybody, I'm Diosel and this is the Create Let's Play world, where in the previous episode we built this little fantastic bridge just to connect the two areas. We created our first create build, which is this amazing windmill, and we just did a bit of normal landscaping and terraforming. So in the previous video I asked you guys if we should go for AE2 as storage or for Tom Simple storage, and so far we've got a vote for Tom Simple storage, and that looks like the one we might go for, but I'm not going to have time to do it in this episode. So what I'm rather going to do is post that question again. We already have one for Tom's, and let's see if we get any additional votes, inputs and so forth. But what needs to happen is our first create build challenge. So for that to happen, I'm going to cut to a scene with me, Maya and HypnoJo.
Hey guys, good to see us all back together again.
Hey,
How are you two doing?
Good, and you? Good,
I'm
good.
doing great.
That's good.
Good. Yep. So we're here because of our challenges, right? We've kind of talked about them in the past, and it's time to set them off.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh no, you sound so
Yeah.
thrilled about that.
I know, I'm excited. I'm stoked. It's just new to create, so it's going to be a challenge, but I'm up for it.
Awesome. Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be fun. I'm excited. What we're going to do is we're going to have a theme each time we do it. I don't want to say week or episode. We don't really know how this is going to work just yet, right? But we're going to have a theme. We're going to have to build something in Create that meets the requirements, right? So if we wanted to do an iron farm week, we all have to come up with a way to do an iron farm. Pretty simple.
Yep,
Yeah.
straightforward, not too complicated.
Awesome. And what were we going to do this first week?
Hungry.
Are you hungry? I'm also hungry. That's the thing.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
not currently hungry, but I've been hungry a lot.
Almost a nice lead in.
No. So that's
Here,
the
wait,
big
wait,
thing.
wait.
Food's the biggest problem.
There you go. That'll make you hungry in an instant.
I'm hungry. I need food.
Oh, stomach's growling.
Yep.
Grr. So we're going to make some kind of food farm with Create, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
It's gonna be interesting, eh? It's interesting. I checked all the food types and I think I know what I'm gonna do.
Nice.
too.
Yeah, there's a lot of options here. We could go with crops like that, or we could go with animals, or we could go with even trees because, there are a lot of apples coming from some of these
Yeah.
trees.
Or
Or
the zombies.
cookies.
The zombies drop
Cookies,
zombies drop beef jerky.
rotten flesh, beef jerky.
Beef jerky.
I have nothing against eating it if it's the only food there.
Exactly.
Fair.
Well, we've probably gone on a little too long here. We should probably split off and get this going because this is going to be
Yeah.
our intro, right?
yeah. I agree. Okay, bye.
Awesome. Later, guys.
Oh, my base isn't this way. It's this way.
So there you have it. We have to create some form of simple food farm, which is not something I've done before. I've usually just go running around killing cows and whatever, but we actually have to create a farm using create mod. So I did do a couple of designs, ran through a few things, and there's quite a few blocks we need to craft. So I'm going to see if I can, what I have and what we need, and then I'll bring you guys back. So the first part of the build goes in this general area, and before we can start that, we need to create a bunch of other items. So I think what we're going to do is temporarily dig a hole down here. That should open up here, and we can maybe rip this one out, and we'll just run a vertical, gearbox from this, just to get some power to the surface temporarily. So let's do that so we can actually drop on this. We've got a normal gearbox, so let's go vertical. Where's that now? So let's do this. That should work. And that. And then let's just plonk our toolbox down here. Toolbox. And our barrel. Just so we can put some of the resources in here. And if we push Alt, we can open this. And we say we want more of those. And I think roundabout here should be fine. And there we have it. Our shaft coming up into a gearbox. and then into our mechanical press. And we need to press quite a few different items. We need copper as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck, can you chuck all of these on here at once? No, you can't. So we'll do the, what's that, copper first. And while that goes, we need to remove some of the trees we planted. So we have to remove this tree, and that tree over there before we can start construction over here. So I might have gone a little bit overboard and finished the crop plot. So this is the whole area where the crop plot's going to go, with the little access point for the contraption that's going to harvest it all. And then I just started planting the wheat because this is all I've got at the moment. So let's quickly demonstrate what this will look like. And for that, we're just going to go up here. If I can get up. There we go. So this same item will be over there. And what we'll do is we'll put down a mechanical bearing. And on top of that, we will do some form of structure. For now, let's just do this with some harvesters. And then we'll just glue that and that together, and this and this. And then we'll just add a barrel or two, whatever. It's just going to be bigger. This is just for demonstration. And let's do that. And what happens is, as soon as I right tap this, this will go in a circle. Okay, so this is rotating the wrong way around. We'll just change it around. And can I change that easily? Let's see, I should be able to change that quite quickly. Let's quickly do that. Let's just grab 2 more of those. 1 of these. And then if we do this, it should change. Yeah, there we go. So all the crops in front of it will get harvested instantly, and it will also replant the plot with seeds, thus allowing for new crops to constantly grow. And then all the items harvested will go into the barrels, and from there we'll dispatch it to a storage area over here somewhere. And here we have the complete harvesting unit. So it is connected to the mechanical bearing over here with just some andesite casings running all the way to the edge, the harvesters at the front, and then we've got a portable storage interface. So what that does is it will go around, and as soon as it comes in direct alignment with this one, it will extend and deposit all items. Now temporarily it will just go into this chest. So like I said, water wheels. So if we place them over here, that's 1 too high. So we need to take 1 down and just place it over here. And what that happens is now that will rotate. So the reason why I put down soil sand there is because it's got a water stream. So it uses that side, and back that side, giving you optimal usage or optimal speed. Let's just grab that out. Just put that back in here. No, it's this one. And let's just place down our water wheels. So they go like that. And this thing is now turning this way around, which I do believe is wrong, because we needed to turn this way around. So we're going to have to do another vertical gearbox. Do I have another one? No, let's just craft another one. Another vertical gearbox. There we go. And we'll just place that. And now if we add the shafts, let's just grab them like this. It starts to go. How cool is that? Okay, but see, we'll have to stop it because for some reason the chests aren't glued to it. And this is going way too fast. So because it's going so fast, we need to also slow it down. I just reduced it to 1 wheel only. And it seems to be turning at the right speed. It's still turning the right way. So let's quickly turn it on, and we do that by just tapping that one. It connects, and look, there it docks. Oh, it just hit me off. And I think it should dock again, but most items should be out of it. Oh, see, that one's still pointing inward. So we need to just take the wrench and just do that. That's why it docks, but it doesn't deposit. So now if it docks, it chucks the things out. And we'll gather everything in there. And it should stay there until all of that is empty, and it shouldn't destroy the crop plots. So this also gives us time to maybe plant that part, but we need to wait for the wheat to grow, because I don't have any more seeds. So okay, so that's not perfect. So the second part of this project will be down here. And before we can continue that, we need to create 21 mechanical crafters. So that means 21, so you get 3 from each, so we need to make 7, is it? Yeah, 7 times this recipe. So we have a mechanical crafter hooked up, and the thing is, it's ready, but it's not ready, because you see all of these patterns need to connect to a single point. So let's say we're going to use the center one over here. So we need to rotate these to point there. So that's the center point. All of these are pointing down to the center. These are all pointing down to that one, and this one runs in there. So you see what I mean? All of it actually ends up in the center there. Now to craft the wheel is the crushing wheels. It's 1 stone block there. I do believe 4 wood, and then andesite alloy all the way around like this, and see it changed. Oops, sorry. And now they all should gather in the center and pop out at the bottom, and there we go, crushing wheel. And that automatically gives us 2, and 2 is all we need. So that's enough to get us started on the next part. The hole's been dug out, and as you guys can see, this is where we power the harvester itself, and over here is where it deposits in that barrel, and then it's going to drop down over there. So what needs to happen is, in this area we're going to be crushing the wheat, and after we crushed it, we'll separate the wheat, or the wheat flour and the seeds that come from the wheat. So the wheat seeds will go into a barrel, and then from there we'll go take the wheat to its next step, which will be right about here, where we need to mix it with water to get a dough, and from there the dough will go to a cooker to cook it, and that will create bread. So quite an interesting few steps. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the whole system in, and Bread Maker 2000 is complete. So let's just run through it all again. So up here we've got the crop peels that get harvested by the harvester. All of that then gets deposited in here once the machine reaches this point. It gets funneled down. This funnel is still pointing up just to lock it. And what happens is the wheat and seeds fall into this chute here. So let's demonstrate. So let me just get my keys ready. So we'll do this. So the wheat will fall in, and the product that comes from milling the wheat or grinding the wheat goes into this barrel. So you guys should see shortly that would be wheat and seeds in a certain percentage. So we just chucked 32 in. So all of this comes out, the seeds gets picked up again, and they go into this barrel that we'll dispose in, and the flour comes to this point, and then it comes out, becomes a dough ball, and from here it goes into this chest, which chucks it out. That turns it into bread, and this is the bread we made just from, I think, 1.5 stacks or 2 stacks of wheat. So that's quite a lot. So that's quite nice. That's how it works. We do have a few filters. We did add a flour filter over here just for in case something else wants to go into the system, and we told it that we only extract dough balls, so because otherwise it will go in, it will just come out and won't get time to get created. I do think I can solve that problem by doing that. I'm not sure. Anyway, and over here we said only, oh well, this one only bread can go in, so only bread will make its way in here, which is quite cool. But now here's the thing. Bread alone gives you only what that looks like 2.5 haunches of hunger. So I was thinking that maybe we can take this food product to the next level. So to be able to take the bread to the next level, we need to turn it into something else. And the next thing we can turn it into is a sweet roll. But to create a sweet roll, we need bread and milk. So we're gonna have to build a milking machine, a milker, a dairy farm, that thing. So let me quickly get the basics in. So here's the complete milkery. So what happens is, let's see over here, a bucket comes out, it goes in, cow gets milk comes out, and then it gets pushed up into the tank, and this tank's slowly been filling up, and then from the tank there's another extractor over there that runs over into a spout, and this spout will glaze the bread, and the bread comes from here, runs up here, goes up in there, and out comes sweet rolls. And look how many we already have, and that's even before I activated the farm above. So guys, welcome to my humble little house, and are you guys ready to see my new farm?
I'm loving
ready.
it.
I'm ready. I'm
I'm
still
definitely
hungry.
ready.
Okay, so I'm gonna start a bunch of the machines while we're here for the first time. Might be dangerous doing that, but here we go.
Oh, look at this.
So it's just a small little wheat farm. So basically we've got a little harvester that just runs in a circle, and every time it passes by, it just deposits everything into this little, what's it called? Portable storage interface. So I'm gonna start it up. Let's see if it goes. It should go.
This is the biggest wheat field create farm I've ever seen.
It took quite a while to plant because, believe it or not, there was not enough seeds on the server, so I owe Maya seeds.
No, you don't. Oh, that is so nice.
So what it does, it automatically
Look
deposits.
at how much it got.
I know.
Jeez.
So yeah, so it deposits. So it's going to take quite a while to empty this. Yeah, it's going. It's pumping out the items
that's
on this
just-
side.
That's just a quarter of the field,
Yeah.
too.
And I'll change these funnels to what's it, brass funnels, because they can do stacks.
Yeah.
These only do one at a time, so that's a problem I had. But I ran out of resources.
Oh, that's a fair point.
Yeah. So if you guys want, there's a temporary little thing down here, because the thing is, we can't be crafting the bread ourselves. So I have a small little contraption down here.
Oh, wow. Look at this.
So items come through, the wheat and stuff drops, it gets crushed, and then the flour gets sent to the mixer to make dough, while the seeds get
Wow.
transferred out. And then we've got the dough balls going through, and they get cooked up into bread. And yeah, bread is quite good, but I thought, why settle for bread if we can have sweet rolls?
What?
So
Oh
we
my
got
gosh,
sweet
you're already
rolls.
making sweet rolls.
So to get sweet rolls, we need milk. So this is what I call the milk cream. So-
Wow.
So yeah, we milk cows, and I actually haven't put the buckets in. So there goes the bucket. So empty buckets come on this side. We get the cows milked, and they come back out this side. We drain out the milk,
Wow.
and it just recycles the same 12 buckets over and over and over. And then
Would you look at that?
all of it gets piped up to here, and up here is where the magic happens. I just want to see why is
Oh,
the
wow.
Oh, there's a filter on here. Let me just take this filter off. Sorry. So then bread will come out automatically. Make its way up here. Any minute now, bread.
It's,
There was a
coming.
stone stair
Oh.
in the way.
Wow, I didn't even know this was a thing. Like, I thought the bread was the end of the line.
No, this was part 2 that I didn't know if I had time. And you guys can see I've been testing it a little bit in this first
I
barrel's
see.
my new food source.
Wow. I am impressed. That's awesome.
So
We've got a
this-
whole factory in here.
got a whole little factory, and it's quite an amazing little build, and I learned so much. Just this little contraption alone
Look at
taught me so much about create. And I have to admit, the milkery is my favorite part. This part, I just love this part.
Awesome.
So
Are you grinding seeds? Does that do something?
nothing, it just destroys them.
Oh, okay.
But then if you grind wheat, you get seeds again, and that's where I get all the extras from.
Oh, nice.
It actually
Nice.
just went the full circle on top. Yeah, so this is basically my food for the season. Sweet rolls.
That is
Nice.
awesome.
So,
Okay, well, should we head
Let's
over
go
to
check out
Hypnos?
that.
yeah,
No, we go to Maya's next.
I think Hypnos, right?
I think it knows. Let's do it.
Because
Fine.
you also made a bread farm, I've heard.
Yeah.
We probably
Mine's
should have
just
done
bread,
Hypno
though.
first. Exactly.
Just bread.
Oh, man.
Because that's the thing. Ooh, this place looks dangerous. Sleep.
Where do we go?
Hypnoton.
Oh, I see that. I thought it was one of the fake names.
No. Well, here it is. This is
I like it.
I
The
love this
Tower
world.
of Bread.
Okay,
I
Bread
haven't thought
World,
of a good
awesome.
name. Bread
Bread World.
B-dub.
You know what to name it.
B-dubs.
First of all, is this your? Oh, it's your colors. Is this going to be your theme for the season?
Yeah, I think so. I
I'm
didn't even
loving
think about it
these,
as
eh?
being my colors, but yeah,
Well, it looks like your skin.
It does. That did not occur to me until you said it.
Very nice.
So if here, I'll go ahead and lay down some of these real quick so we can get up to the top here. All right. So we have the little wind feather, as I call it, that's powering the farm.
Ooh,
I do
like
like
that
Produces
name.
5,600 stress units. Much smaller than previous wheat farms we've seen on this server. Oh no! I just broke a.
And he's breaking it.
Anyways,
Should I feel
so,
sorry
yeah.
for the build?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no. I'm just playing.
Wait,
No, this is
Well,
cool.
if you want to come inside,
how does it deposit?
I actually produce bread differently than the way Dio does, so that's interesting.
You said come inside and you vanished.
Oh, he's downstairs, but I'm first looking at how does this deposit the stuff?
Okay, so in the middle, see there's the thing? It's pointed down,
Yeah.
so it goes through the dirt
Oh.
and connects to one that's below the dirt.
Oh, nice.
Nice. See,
It's a trap. I don't want to jump and break your field, though.
Oh, yeah, you even removed the scaffolding. That's rude.
It didn't all get removed for me.
So we go inside?
inside the side.
So yeah, go inside. And now you're trapped.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh, here's the ladder. I'm like, I don't know where to go.
It's a little tight in here.
That
Okay.
looks good.
So I don't use the grindstone to grind up the wheat like you do. I use this millstone over here.
Oh.
And then, so yeah, the wheat comes down, and then it separates the seeds from the wheat. The seeds go down into the composter so I can get some extra bone meal. And then
Nice.
the wheat goes into the millstone, which goes into this auto crafter, which combines it with a bucket of water to make flour. The empty bucket then gets spit out the side here, goes around this, and water fills the bucket back up right here. I did grab some wheat before we came here so I can show you guys it in action. It's currently grinding the wheat up, and then that's gonna go down into the crafter. It's right here.
Did you throw it
and
in
there-
that chute?
I put it in the chest that's up here.
Oh, okay.
Although I don't have
Oh, I
any
see.
buckets.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Here, I guess I'll put a water bucket in here because I don't know where my bucket went.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it refills. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that refills the water bucket.
Nice.
And how do you
Oh, I
put
just
it?
stole
then-
something.
The flour gets spit out this one here and then gets triple cooked.
Oh, and it
And
gets.
look, we've already gotten 20 bread since I put that wheat in.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow, that's fast.
And it just fills
Yeah,
the
it is.
autocrafter with a normal hopper. Oh, ooh, this is really fast.
Yep.
Oh, I'm all over the place.
So you're using a mechanic that I had forgotten about, that the mill, right? Or no, making it in a dough, that makes it triple the production of the bread, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, so normally it takes 3 wheat to get 1 bread.
Yeah,
And
Okay.
this way you get 2 flour for each wheat.
I'm happy I did as well.
Oh yeah, I'm hungry.
Can I have some bread?
74 wheat.
Please, sir, may I
Yeah,
have another?
wheat. Bread.
I got a dough on me. Here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 5
What?
dough as
I
well.
just
There
got
you
rid
go.
of all this dough. I'm rolling in dough.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I've got 1 level left.
Oh, perfect.
And
That'll
then
get us right to Skybase.
And then I have to swim
Yeah.
back.
Maybe not. My food farm might be able to help you out.
Ooh.
Oh, so XP as well.
Yep.
I like
My
that.
farm does it all.
Wow, look at
Not
this
really,
place.
but hey. Yep. Welcome to Skybase, everybody. I know it's your first times being here, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Never seen this place before.
Here we have
Wow.
sheep farm. Yep. My food for the season is going to be mutton.
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 Nice.
And this is a real simple little build.
I've
What's
got
up?
I've got questions. Why are they dangling like that?
Because why not? Right?
Okay.
This is more fun to look at.
It is.
I mean, this
very
makes you
colorful.
happy, especially now that they're colorful. Yeah. At first they were all white, and I wanted to make sure they were all getting bred because Hypno was like, "You sure it's getting the ones in the front and the back?" I'm like,
What do you mean?
"Totally,
This is the
no
first time I've
worries."
seen this.
Yeah, there's that too. but I told him, yeah, of course it's getting them, and I had no idea, so I tested it,
Oh,
and
that
yeah,
is
it works.
cool.
It works great.
Nice.
Yeah. If we look down here, since I've been gathering, you can see what it's gotten. I've done some
and
AFKing
it's a
here
wool
to
ball.
get some food supply up. Oh yeah,
Nice.
collects wool too, and I've got the 3 primary colors plus black and white and orange, which is my color, being made in wool. So you can get a whole bunch of colors coming out of this thing.
Nice.
I like it. And it also, so it also uses the encased fan to cook them.
Yep, 1 encase fan cooks them. No extra power needed. What happens is the babies, they just hang out down in this little area in front, and they eventually grow up. And when they grow up, they're tall enough to hit a bit of water that's above them. And that makes them float up and on over this red barrier into these seats. They fall in the seats and they stop moving because they can't move because they're on a seat. And they get cooked and everything gets sucked up nice and clean.
Oh, okay.
This,
Is that why these
yeah.
sheep aren't moving either? Because they're on a seat?
Yeah, it's like being on a boat or in a mine cart. It
Oh,
keeps them
that is so
persistent,
cool.
and yeah.
Okay.
And these sheep on each side are my like decoy sheep, I guess. They're calling the other sheep to them so they don't all bunch up at the parent sheep, and that helps just make the farm produce a little cleaner, smoother, more efficient. If they're on this side, aggroed on these little decoy sheep, then they grow up and go straight into the water farm, or to the water farm.
Is that
the water
actually a
stream?
thing?
What?
The decoy
Yeah,
sheep.
they're here on purpose.
I did
That
not know
it
that.
helps. It like fixes their AI so they're not going nuts. But some of them still are
look.
trying to get after the parent sheep. Oh yeah, there you go. One of them just grew up.
No sheep were harmed
And,
in making this farm.
No, no. It's all an illusion.
I see
Um,
stacks of sheep that have been harmed.
I added this right over here. Every time a sheep's bred, it produces a little XP, so you can sit there and get some XP maybe. Yeah, if there's any.
I
Ah,
got a level. Okay, I can do
haha. Yep, super XP farm as well. And then back here, this is the whole system itself. Super advanced. We got a belt powering it. And yeah, this is just wheat in here that's feeding the sheep.
That is so cool.
So I'm going to need a wheat farm.
I know a guy. Or 2 guys.
I know a couple guys.
So I need.
So yeah,
I've learned quite a lot, and I've got even more questions. Where did you get those belts?
that's just a regular belt. You can dye them. Is that what you mean? Because it's red?
I did not know you can dye them.
Yep. You can dye them with any color dye. And then there's a shaft under or inside of each one of these. So-
Okay.
So each shaft is powering each one of these
Oh, I
deployers.
see.
Very nice.
Yeah, I learned a lot, yeah.
So how do we want to do this? We need to decide on a new challenge.
Yeah, huh?
I know I'm springing this on you guys here.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
haven't thought about this.
I don't know. Should we ask maybe the viewers?
Ooh, the viewers.
Okay.
If we get a bunch of random ones, we can maybe put them in a little randomizer and see what we get.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
I don't trust the viewers.
Miah just doesn't want to wait to
They might.
start. He wants to start
They might
now.
not. They might not give us the farm that I want to do.
See, yeah.
I'm kidding, guys. Yeah, that sounds like a great
I think,
idea.
yeah. Then we just chuck all the suggestions in a little contraption and we push a button
Burn
and see
it.
what happens.
Sounds great.
Oh.
Sounds great.
Yeah, push a button.
Burn it? He said
No.
burn it. Hear that, Hypno fans?
In his triple burner, triple cooker.
Triple burner. Oh, I'm sorry. So, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Yeah, good job on the
Yay.
first challenge, guys.
Thanks, yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. I
Thank
learned
you.
quite a
You
lot.
guys
You
did
killed it,
great.
Teoso.
But
you
I
did a
learned-
You were
great
about
job.
to punch him off.
No,
You killed it. Bye.
I was like,
I was just
Oh, there's
specifying
water
Theo.
down there.
yeah, I was gonna do this, just totally random, be like, create challenges.
Later.
So there you have it. Me and HypnoJo, we both built wheat farms, and I learned a lot because he used a different method that was more compact, and it's impressive. It's very, very impressive. And in my, I did a mutton farm, which also gives somewhat experience, which is also very, very cool. And he introduced me to some new mechanics as well. So I'm quite interested and excited about the next project because maybe I can do something different, completely different. But like you guys heard, we would like you to recommend a challenge down there in the faithful comments. So let us know what type of farm you would like to see, and we'll put it all in a big pot and push a button and see what happens and which one we pick. We would really like that. But for now, I think we should do one final little time lapse and really just fix up this area, because currently it is somewhat of a floating mess. So I think let's do one time lapse. So sit back, relax as we spruce up this area. And with that little time lapse, we finished this area. I did go around, add some leaves after the time lapse, but now this whole area just looks a bit more complete. And if we go into free cam, we can just have a look. Yeah, it looks nice. And we've got these trees standing on these stone structures, and it just looks really cool. I will add a bit more texture maybe to it, add maybe a bit more trees. But this is looking epic. Look, we even have some of these trees go down really far down. And from the top, the base area actually looks really, really, really cool. So this was a very technical episode and a learning curve for me. So I do apologize if it's a bit different from my original content, but it was needed for Create and I had a lot of fun. But for now, it's time to go. I would like to thank every single one of you that's been here, that's stuck around through the video. And like I said, remind me or let me know down in the comment, what challenge would you like to see? What build do you think we should do next? We will pick every single one of those, eliminate the doubles, and then put them into a randomizer and pick that in a future episode. But for now, have fun, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.